The Taos Experience of Newsdrop is brought to you by TaosWX.com. Taos weather 24/7. Singing jazz in a town more suited for country two-step dancing and Americana mandolins has its challenges, even for a seasoned professional. Christine Autumn has performed jazz standards at the Americana just off Taos Plaza for more than 10 years. She sang regularly at the Taos Inn when they still booked jazz, and when the newly opened Coyote Club added a jazz night to the menu, she picked up that gig as well. But Autumn says it's hard to find musicians willing to do more than play songs out of the American songbook. Rehearsals are totally out of the question.
No rehearsals. We just show up. If I have a new song, God help me if I got it in the right key or not.
So only having the opportunity to hone skills on stage and to perform only those songs the musicians are comfortable with is a steep challenge for a singer who wants to grow.
I like to play with different genres mixed together, like hip-hop and jazz and drums, with, you know, that kind of thing. It doesn't interest them. And it's unfair to ask them to do what's not of them.
Many musicians will say if a singer wants to grow, the best way is by learning to play an instrument. Singers say they are simply trying to master the one instrument they have been given to play, their voice. Singers add that's like asking a pianist to learn the oboe before they can play in an ensemble. Elizabeth Jos, a singer who used to alternate Sundays with Autumn at the Americana, said she decided to quit performing because it was so frustrating. She said that when she lived in a large city, it was easy to find musicians willing to accompany a vocalist and rehearse, and if one of them started to balk, she'd hire another one. Not so in a small town where most are either unfamiliar with the jazz genre or are intimidated by it.
I haven't put an ad in the paper just to take a risk and say who shows up. But I've mentioned it to different musicians, but jazz frightens people. It frightens people, and more than even opera, it just frightens them. I don't know. They say yes, and then we never hear from them again, or they don't practice the music.
Besides performing with Dan Listus and Larry Audette, Autumn is an author, artist, and she also teaches at Taos Middle School.